Welcome. That's right. It's that time again. Talk that stuff. Talk that stuff number 66. How's everybody out there? Another glorious Sunday. Feels like it's been a month, but we're back. Let's meet the panel. Let's meet the panel. Shout out to everybody on YouTube. Up first. Been a long time. This brother from Fayetteville, North Carolina, now in Jersey. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for the professor. Let's give a warm welcome back to Big Stacks.
Deuces, y'all.
Up next, from the DMV, multi-talented brother, Mr. Mav himself. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Black Mav.
What's going on, good people?
Also, from the DMV, King of the Chop. Let's give it up for CX, the producer.
What's good, everybody?
From Gary, Indiana, now in Bossier City, Louisiana, 519 Elbron Avenue. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Davenport.
Yo, what up, man?
Me, yay!
Shit, me too.
It went dead.
Yeah, I think it shit went out.
Did he money his audio go out or something?
Yeah, I know the mic was staying. I gave him a note in there. Yeah, you know.
Station went down, man. They have technical difficulties right now. But
One, two.
There we go.
There you go.
Oh,
there you go.
There you go.
Bro,
Clear now.
that's not cool. That's not good. Here we go. Where's left on Davenport? I'm gonna redo this whole fucking thing. Excuse me, everybody. Let's go. Let's start from the top. Goddammit.
Believe me.
I'm sorry about that. Welcome back once again. Talk That Stuff 66. Starting from my left and working my way to my right. Start my left and then working my way to the right. From Fayetteville, North Carolina. Now in Jersey. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Big Stag.
Deuces.
From DMV, the newly crowned king of the baseline. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Black Man.
Yeah, what's going on, everybody?
From the DMV as well, king of the chops, Mr. CX, the producer, Devo.
Y'all think y'all better than me, don't you?
From Indiana, home of the Jackson 5, now in Bossier City, Louisiana. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Davenport.
How y'all doing?
From Flint, Michigan, multi-talented brother himself, the professor himself, the mixmaster. Let's give it up for Mr. Wallace.
Yo, what up? What up?
From Oakland, California, the West Coast Zone, former king of the baselines. Let's give it up to RTO.
Fuck Donald Trump.
And I am from Jersey, now in hurricane, mosquito-ridden, goddamn Florida. I am DJ WIDEBODY, and this is Talk That Stuff number 66. Welcome everybody in the chat. Welcome all you guys. What's going on? God damn it, I'm sorry about the technical difficulty. First off, everything take it all in stride. I will survive.
Man, you need to get your program directed together, man.
Yeah, he's on lunch break.
Yeah.
You gotta change out some wires, man, behind the console. What's going on, everybody? I'm trying out I hooked my limiter up today. Little limiter joint, expander. I got all that running through here, so.
So you got a bird here or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got one of them at home, man. I ain't never really used that junk, man.
Me neither. I was in flea market today, walking around my broke self, and the guy had these XLR cables. So I'm like, how much you want for the cables? I'm thinking he about to say $10. He said $1 piece. Huh? Man, I grab all kind of XLR. Good shape too. Y'all see them on this joint here.
Hold up. They work, or you got some jump ropes?
Oh, they work. They work. Surprisingly,
Get him some Olympic jump ropes and shit.
He got a lot of XLR cables with the ends cut off. I don't get that.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah,
you got enough for
my
Rocky
Balboa jump rope and shit. Talk about
like this XLR cable here I use for my my mic. It cost me like $30 at Radio Shack. I got enough of these now, man. I'm like, man, I'll never pay for the wire again. Man. Yeah, this was like a couple years ago. Yeah, they closing down, man.
Yeah, they closed.
Okay.
The whole thing now?
They closed up here.
Man, they closed one down here in our town and then the one in St. Augustine. That's all we had, man. I think they messed up. Radio Shack, I used to be really into like electronics when I was younger.
Me too.
I like to, take apart blenders and shit. And, you go in there and get some stuff. They got rid of that, got away from that stuff. That was like the
bread and butter.
Yeah.
Like, from them, man.
Cell phones now and Verizon and.
And I'm gonna tell you what used to happen, man. Back in the day when I had my Yamaha NS10s, the original ones. The thing about when I brought my NS10s, the thing about NS10s, the tweeters used to blow on them a lot. So Radio Shack used to sell that tweeter, and I would always go to Radio Shack to get the tweeter for my NS10s. Right. And then because they had after that they stopped making them completely. So you see people with NS10s in their studio now. They probably used or had them for a long time. But Radio Shack, man, they got away from that because Sprint had brought most of the Radio Shacks.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
I didn't know that, man. Well, they messed up.
It was all about cell phone selling.
And I was a regular up in it.
They used to have good, like their brand Olympus was their brand.
Yeah, Olympus, yeah.
They used to be decent shit, man. I had a nice little mixer from there, man. It wasn't bad at all. But then, the quality starts suffering. If you don't, the people out there, that's how you don't run a business right there. Radio Shack's been around for years. How do you mess that up?
They
had a following, man.
Fucking ain't it Amazon take shit?
Amazon, Comp USA. I mean, I'm sorry. Not Comp USA. Not Comp USA.
Best Buy.
What's the name of the store? Rockville. Man, I used to go there all the time. It's like computer. The main.
Talk Best Buy.
Micro
Center.
Micro Center.
Oh shit! Oh yeah. I remember Micro Centers. We never had them.
Yeah, Micro Centers.
Yeah. Damn.
Heard about them. Well,
what's going on with the defense?
Radio Shack. The thing is, you got to change with the times a little bit. Okay, you got Amazon. You got what other company out there? You gotta kind of you can still keep that the foundation.
That's the thing, but they really didn't have to because basically they was like an in-store version of Tiger Director Newegg.
Right.
They could have kept dealing with like made it where that's the place that you go in-house to get motherboards when they crack and soldering equipment and all of that other stuff. For the do-it-yourself was for us. You know what I'm saying? You work on your PCs and your MPCs and all of that. But like you said, they got away from there and put them bullshit ass cell phones in there. And you might as well have been Cricket Wireless up in that motherfucker.
And I tell go ahead, Skix.
I'm gonna tell you the wireless. When I was working for Google, I used to have to visit Radio Shack stores. So my wildest Radio Shack store was on Bennett Road.
Oh, I'm here.
You know
about Heck and Jamal, John.
Yeah, right in the plaza over there, Joe. That was the
where the
wildest.
Cameron's at now.
Man, the McDonald's across the street. You had people running cars into the McDonald's, people in the Radio Shack.
I fucked around and got arrested at that that laundromat right there in that corner when I was 14.
Man,
that stealing some batteries. And
yeah,
I had
really,
some motherfucking dollar store batteries, man. They used to hover over little niggas in that joint.
Oh, they hover over you in every store in that joint, for real, even Subway. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
All the Radio Shacks, you know, one thing I hated and then didn't make it comfortable anymore. Back when I was a kid going there, you know, you knew the guy. You go in the Radio Shack, well, before they closed up. As soon as you get in there, they following you around like, yo, if I say I don't need any help and I try to be nice, I'm nice the first time. Oh, you need help? You need help looking for anything? No, I'm good, man. Just looking around. So you keep looking and you grab some. Oh, that right there is the 2000 something. I say, look, man, then you got to get nasty. Like, come on, man. That's what made it, the experience very uncomfortable.
Like I told your goofy ass, leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah, and I'm a regular up in here. You know what? But you can't recognize your customers.
I was I like all kind of plugs, man. Listen, I take my allowance in this ball out of Radio Shack. So y'all know I'm not so it's good to have some fellow Radio Shack people in here that can relate.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you when they went out of business, right? When they went out of business, I was going in there and like the little clip-on mic, USB mic that sit on your table. I brought one of those for like $2. They were selling everything in there. I brought the adapters we use for the iPads and all that wide body. I brought those adapters for like $7. They sold everything in the store, even the racks.
Wow.
Seriously, they sold everything.
Wow. You ain't coming back from that. You selling the racks.
That don't mean they ain't trying to fuck with nothing.
Yeah.
Right.
Carpet in this motherfucker too.
Yeah, they're just giving it up completely. Pause.
Wow. Well, what we were talking about before we started, I just like to say, when I think of a president, I don't think of a president on Twitter. I think that's kind of a problem. I think that's, a quarter of the problem. What's wrong with this dude? What the hell is he doing on Twitter? You got a country to run. Twitter,
he got them dementia fingers, man.
That's some ratchet bullshit, man.
So can somebody go ahead,
I'll break it down. It's not that he's on Twitter because Barack Obama was on Twitter. It's that he's on Twitter with the platform, with the amount of constituents that he has, and he's out there just lashing out, talking reckless, doing everything, and then you got your administration saying whatever the president say on Twitter is official. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Like
that work.
It ain't supposed to work like that. Just like when he did the military ban, how you gonna do a military ban through Twitter? Yeah. The general's looking at you like, man, what the fuck is you doing, man? We don't roll like that, man.
Oh, this you talking about the travel ban?
Yeah.
You guys want to hear about that? You know about the travel ban? I'm looking at
crazy.
No, I was talking about the military ban.
Oh, okay.
Oh, with the translate. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
He barking orders through Twitter. That's supposed to be official.
Yeah, like what the hell are you doing?
Okay, Trump. He said he signed a proclamation restricting travel from 8 countries. I want to know what those 8 countries are. I'm curious to know too. Citizens of 8 countries will face new restrictions on entry to the U.S. under the proclamation signed by President Trump. And what do these countries entail?
None of them are Saudi Arabia. I know that.
I bet. Yeah, you in bed with them.
Saudi?
Yeah.
We not cool with Saudi no more?
No, it's not that. It's not that we're not cool. It's just that Saudi Arabia was behind a lot of shit, and they got so much political clout. Like they said, the 9/11 attackers come from Saudi Arabia.
Right.
But yet, you don't ban nobody from Saudi Arabia.
Because he got his money tied up. Yeah.
Right. And when Barack Obama went to meet the Saudi princess, he followed their traditions. They talking about he bowed and all this and all that to the Saudi princess. What Donald Trump do when he went there?
Right. Because he's not a savage, right? Rock Ryan class.
Okay, you got Chad, Iran, Libya, North Korea, Somalia, Syria, Venezuela, and Yemen. They cannot stand Venezuela, man. Like really? Venezuela?
Yeah.
What the hell?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Venezuela. Wow.
What they do? They had the middleweight dude. What was the dude's name? Middleweight dude.
You talking about
not
Chavez?
Margarito.
Chavez.
Nah. Stacks probably know who I'm talking about. The dude that used to be a soccer player.
Oh, you talking about Martinez, Sergio Martinez?
Yeah, Martinez. Yeah, Sergio Martinez. He from there.
Yeah.
You know why I'm mad with them?
Why?
Because Venezuela was like the second or third largest oil reserve in the world.
Yes, I've heard of that.
Yep. Remember when the Kennedy brother was running around doing the oil for people who needed oil.
Mm-hmm.
You know how they was doing oil when people needed utilities and people didn't have money for oil, so they would do the Joe for oil type of thing.
Right.
That oil was coming from Chavez. Chavez was giving oil to needy people in the United States.
Yes, he was, and they couldn't stand Chavez, man.
Right.
R.I.P. to him. I want to talk. Go ahead, brother.
Talking about Chevron joint.
Mm-hmm.
You talking about the leader?
Valero.
Nah. Let me see. Chevron. I don't think Chevron was. Chevron was. Nah. Chevron was.
Okay.
What? Okay, I'm trying to figure out, and I'm going to do some research later on this week. Where do we get the majority of our crude oil from for our gasoline? Where does anybody know where we get the majority of our oil?
That was from the Middle East, isn't it?
In the Middle East, right?
Yeah, it come from OPEC.
So why?
OPEC controls all the oil from the world, and most of the OPEC is ran by the Saudi princes.
Well, okay then. Okay, so we have Houston, and everyone's saying how the prices was going to go up as soon as our hurricane hit. This shit jacked up to $269. It hasn't come down yet. So
price gouging.
Yeah, that shit need to start regulating, man. I want to hear next dude run for president or something. That should be part of his campaign speech, dude. There's no reason why
he can't. A president doesn't control the price of oil.
Well, I understand that, but you could have some kind of sanctions if we spending the money to.
No, a president does not control the price of oil. OPEC does.
Yeah,
OPEC is the one who controls the price of oil.
Finally.
And then what happens is, wide body, the United States has an oil reserve. When that hurricane hit, they released 500 something trillion gallons of oil just for that hurricane. It's for real. A lot of the when natural disasters happen, corporations are not allowed to price gouge. And that's exactly what a lot of gas stations were doing, and a lot of people like Best Buy selling cases of water for $49. That's price gouging.
This is crazy, man.
I got something to say about that too. This is a shout out to all my fellow Floridians out there. A time where we have tragedy and natural disasters, you would think that people would come together as one to help people out. There were people that houses got ruined, flooded, some trees fell on people's houses, and there's a lot of things that happened during this storm. Hold on one second. God damn, I'm having all kind of motherfucking difficulty.
You cutting the fucking spot, Tony. Shit.
You all right, RTL?
No.
So your Raiders ain't getting it done?
Nah, that was fucking I was making a god damn it, what's his name? What's his name, man?
So, and why about you got like 6 mixes up in there, man.
I know 4. I want to say you would think that the natural disaster things, of that nature would bring people together. Just to give you a backstory, I stayed by the water. I stayed right across the street from the St. Johns River. When the storm hit, I basically had the St. Johns River flowing through my backyard. I have some neighbors across the street who they got flooded, man. There was water up to the mailbox. So, okay, So, you know, people are going on trying to get generators and stuff. So I started my generator pursuit. You know, I should have got one earlier, but I didn't. I thought, you know, be in and out. I didn't expect it to hit it as it did, you know, last year. Like, man, lightning cannot strike twice in the same spot. So it did happen. So I'm on the generator hunt trying to get a generator. And these people took these generators, man, these $300, $400 worth generators and marked them up to like $1,000, $1,200.
That's ridiculous, man.
I ended up buying a generator and I basically got fooled. I drove an hour to get it and it wasn't the same generator in the picture. So I paid a little more for the generator, but I needed it. You know, I needed to go home, need to, you know, have lights and stuff. The generator it did its job and whatever. Shout out to my wife's cousin. She let us, because her lights that came on up north, we had inherited her generator as well. But I take the generator, you know, first of all, people are marking up stuff, man. They got these shitty generators on these things that barely wouldn't even start $600-$700. It goes to show you. Okay, so I take the generator that I got ripped off for and I put it on Let Go. It's I don't know if you guys ever heard of that site.
Yeah.
I put it on Let Go. The retail price for it is like $180, $190. I'm selling it for $120. I'm not even close to getting my money back for it. So I got people, you know, to even add on to it, I got people hitting me up talking about $75 and like I'm trying to like look out. I'm not trying to rob nobody. But, you know, I don't need it anymore. I'm trying to help somebody out that still doesn't have power. There's still people without power out here. So, you know, these people, man, like humans like that right there makes me very insecure about this world, this country. The people that we're surrounded with and we live with, man, are just, it's all about the money. You see disaster and the first thing you do is think about how am I going to come up? How am I going to get a lick from this? Like, it's just bad. I wasn't raised like that, man. I would never like, Jesus, it's sad, man. It's very sad, man.
Man, it's been happening since the beginning of time, man. This is nothing new.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? It's nothing new, man. I mean, it's just everybody's interpretation of what's going on now. This ain't no different than what went on with our forefathers and foremothers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if I was you out living where you're living in the South in Florida, I would keep that generator.
Right. Yep. Think about that too.
Yeah.
I might as well just keep. I think I am gonna keep it. After that, little people are trying to get a bargain. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, retail, it's on sale. Well, go buy. Why you bothering me?
I need to catch on one shit kind of die down. I'm gonna wait till stuff kind of die down, and I'm gonna get one because we get brownouts a lot around here, and they make a joint where you can run it off your car's battery. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You fuck around and you do that. And the motherfucker be cruising down the street, your goddamn refrigerator cut off.
Right. Man.
Nigga have a generator and a whip.
Man,
remember I told y'all this, man. Check this out. This is what's going on. When I was working with Google, right? You know, when I was working with Google's real close to Elon Musk. You know, Google basically funded Solar City. People are looking at the Tesla cars. It ain't really the car; it's the battery inside of it.
Mm-hmm.
What Elon Musk is trying to do is he putting the whole thing together. Solar City for the panels, them Tesla batteries in your house, so your house can literally be powered off a Tesla battery. So that's what the whole thing is going to come down to: clean energy. Using something like that, you know what I'm saying? It ain't even gonna be about a generator or nothing like that, because I don't know if any of you guys have an APC in your studio.
I do.
What's that?
Oh my God, man! I knew this pompous ass dude had some shit like that, man. Where you come from, man?
I almost called you earlier, but I didn't.
Why you call me?
I was like, man, I'm about to have a heart to heart with CX, man.
Man, I was in the studio, man.
You went hooping today?
I hooped this morning.
But, my bad. How everybody doing, man? Sorry,
what's going on, Dick and Hurts? How you doing, man? Welcome to Talk That Stuff.
Been working today, man.
What's up, my Libyan brother?
Libyan.
Right on.
Oh shit, Dr. Narcisse. Fuck out of here. I was just watching that too. You got me back watching that shit.
Hey, Hurts. I was thinking about you today too, Hurts. I've been here watching the Gangland joint. I'm from Lemoore Gardens, man.
Are you from Lemoore Gardens?
Yeah.
LMG.
I'm LMG, man.
Right on.
That steak salad. Please excuse Big Stacks. He's got to grab a steak salad.
Man, this I gotta send you this stuff for God Body. Oh my God.
All right.
Bruh. I ain't do my best Mr. Wallace impression, but it's doable. Oh, Black Mav in here? I gotta go.
What you had called me for, Hurst?
What I said.
Oh man, because which one of you niggas called me a hand model?
That's fucking classic right there.
Hey, that says it all. I know who said it. Now that's I know who
that's
said
only
it.
Some mafia right there.
That's Mav, right?
Mav said that shit.
Nah, I ain't say that.
No.
Hey, did Mav tag me? Because I didn't even know you had posted the video, right? Because I ain't been on
I said that
Instagram
last time. You remember last time?
He had posted that shit hella early in the morning.
He said, man, that nigga over there like a hand model, man. Hands all in the video.
Oh yeah. When I had went live and he talking about man, he had no glasses on, man. He ran that. Usually he like a hand model. Yeah.
Hey, model that don't.
Man, look.
Hey.
Hey, man, I posted very early in the morning because I actually posted the trap beat just for shits and giggles, and I was
I know.
I was trying to see what people think about this shit.
I seen that, man. I was like, I see you got the XY thing like down packed now, because I'm like, I said, damn, he went to the top of the screen on that joint. He must know how it really, you know what I'm saying?
It's a timing. It's a timing issue. Really, it's really about your timing.
Yeah.
Man.
So my question is, how many beats have you made on the X so far?
Man, I don't even know. Not that many.
I was guessing over 50.
I think you got more than that.
Yeah, you got more than 50.
Nah, if you combine what I did with the live and did with on the 2.0 and the X, I might have 40, maybe.
What?
Okay. Damn, yeah, I thought you would have had at least over 50.
Now you gotta think about the stuff that I throw away too.
You got presidents coming out the woodworks, Clinton slamming Trump. I mean, yo, what is going on with this guy, man?
He need to give Trump money.
You a bitch ass nigga, that's why.
Yo, like this is.
Hey, I'm telling you, man. Mueller is on his ass, man.
Yeah.
Tell you what's about to ready happen, man. Mueller is about to snatch Manafort's son ass up, smash him with some charges, and he gonna turn over. And Manafort, Flynn, he ready to snatch Flynn's son up, and once he snatch him up on them charges, they gonna start flipping.
Wow,
I'm telling you, they gonna start flipping, man.
They should. This man's. My question is he playing by the seat? Is he playing going? Is he doing all this by ear or is this like playing out?
Because he ain't listening to nobody. You can and that's apparent. If everybody he got around him, if they're not on, if they're not on the same wavelength as him, think about everybody he put in place.
Gone. Shit.
Right.
Yeah. Well, what's the not about to say mafioso, not mafioso, but what's the dude name? He should be in like the
Scaramucci.
The Mooch.
Yeah, the Mooch.
Yeah.
I was gonna say he should have been in what's the movie the Bronx Tale, like he should have been in the Bronx Tale.
The mush mouth mushy or something much.
The
bad
Mooch.
luck. They don't want to be around him. He can't roll. We can't look at him when he rolls the dice.
I will fucking kick his at you.
Yeah, man, this dude is off the chain, man. Hey, you know what, CX? You know, I didn't realize Obama did tweet. You know what I'm saying?
He did, but it wasn't on no bullshit.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess I don't know. He just
because he didn't pay you no mind because he was just doing regular shit.
The difference.
Trump out here doing bullshit, so it's we see it.
The difference with Obama tweeting and Trump tweeting was Obama, when he tweeted under he used the Twitter account of the President of the United States.
Not Donald Trump.
Donald Trump was using Donald Trump's Twitter account. And how could you tweet policy through social media like
your
that?
own shit.
when that shit could be hacked.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, that shit could be hacked.
But
you know,
right.
I thought he couldn't have emails. I thought that was like a stipulation because when Obama got, elected, he was saying how he's gonna miss being on his emails and all that shit.
No, but this is what happens. This is what happens when you work for a large corporation. Stacks, you know it. Black Mav, you know it. RTO, all y'all know this. You too. When you work for a large corporation, a lot of corporations have their own emails, which are like exchange service.
Yeah.
When you get in, they give you your exchange server email address.
Yeah.
And that's when they had Blackberries. That's what Blackberries were good for. Now every phone can do that, but when you're the president or you get up in that cabinet, they issue a phone to you, a secure phone, so you can read your emails when you're on the go. Donald Trump is so illiterate. When I mean illiterate, he got through life to where he's at because of money, being white and privileged. You know what I'm saying? Because all his degrees he brought those degrees. He didn't earn them.
Believe that.
Yeah, he didn't earn those.
He's not smart.
No, he's not smart at all.
Daddy made him rich.
He doesn't understand finance. That's all it is, and it don't take a rocket science to understand finance. You just got to be skilled in that area.
You have enough time. You have money and enough time. You know how to manage it.
No, he don't really know how to manage it. What he do is hit and miss. He gambles. You feel what I'm saying?
He missed more than he hit.
Right.
Because he had all kind of motherfucking fallouts.
Bankruptcy like crazy.
To go back to what we were talking about earlier about the NFL, a lot of people don't remember, but the NFL hated Donald Trump when he brought the CFL.
USFL. And you know what, Six? And I was thinking the same thing when those tweets first emerged. The first thing I thought about, I said, this dude still has an axe to grind from over almost 25, 30 years ago about that whole thing about him not, and he was still salty about the fact that he was never able to buy into the NFL. And people should have used him purchasing the USFL or running the USFL and running it to the ground as a template for what he's going to do for this country. But nobody peeped that part.
Everything he's done, when he's brought an existing corporation, he always destroyed it. He brought existing airplane service in Boston. Made all these lavish, pompous planes, thinking he better than everybody. You know what I'm saying? And that shit went to the ground, man. You know what I'm saying? Shit went to the ground, man.
That's narcissism. Narcissists always make big, grandiose promises that they don't have the skills to deliver. Always. That's narcissism 101.
Oh yeah, he's definitely a narcissist off the top.
Part of that, the reason why he really got the push that he did, we can keep it real as a fishing rod. Basically, all the motherfuckers that fuck with him, they'd have rather had him in and have somebody black or have a woman.
Woman, right?
So
they probably would have voted for another black person instead of a woman.
You know what? Well, you got to realize
instead of a woman.
You got to realize the most threatening person towards those white people in power is a white woman.
Right. You know what? Can I ask y'all this question now?
They hate women.
Would you rather have seen Hillary get it?
I would have.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Out of those two.
Yeah. Anything is better than this shit.
I know before we weren't on that. We were kind of split down the middle.
I still voted for Hillary. I mean,
yeah, I'm not wild about her, but she's the better choice of those two.
She was the lesser of the two evils. So
right.
Like anything she would have done have been better than this shit.
He would have been. She wouldn't have been popping off her mouth. She wouldn't have been popping off her mouth to
North Korea.
Old karaoke in North Korea.
Old karaoke, though.
Karaoke. That's dope.
To the gut. That shit was funny.
Two little dudes trying to be large. They're both idiots. Ain't nobody, neither one of them.
Smart dumb motherfucker.
Nah, but you playing with fire, man. It's like
insecurity.
It's like giving a dude a hammer and he scared of everybody. You feel what I'm saying? So now he got a hammer. He didn't turn to this. He was a little monkey, man.
Right. Little dude, right. Now I'm tough. You ain't tough. You're never tough.
I don't see him. I see his string running out, man. I really do. I mean, this is like, don't see it. You know, what do you do though? For real.
Trick your head,
man. So back to this football thing. What I heard Ray Lewis said something again. What did he say this time?
His old
man,
punk
this
ass
motherfucker was on
went
both
fucking
knees
kneel.
like he's about to top somebody off.
Hey man, you know, before we go into further, man.
Let me chop your head off. Hey, why by you see Mother in the chat, man?
I was just about to say that. Like, yeah, hey, Mon Duke's in the chat, man.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so this a fan show, so we need to.
He was he was trying to get something from under the refrigerator with his Stevie Wonder glasses on. That's why.
Why y'all talking?
Wow.
Mon
Duke's in the chat.
Yeah, he do. Right. Hey, man, I saw a picture why about that, man. He a spitting image.
Hey, why about it? I advise you to take those dudes off here that was on here early. That was on here cursing, man.
Which one? Right. Oh yeah. They gone now.
Ryan was stack Dav.
Right.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't use that kind of foul language.
Yeah, man. We don't. You know, we practice. You know, we don't curse, man. You know, it's just a way of life.
on mute now.
Daddy raised me better.
What happened with Ray? What did Ray Lewis?
Especially RTO go on mute, man. He ain't gonna be able to make it 13 seconds.
It's all good.
You watching the game too?
Mom do school.
That was funny.
Mom do school. All right, Mom. Well, I'll see you later. Nice talking with you. I'll call you.
Yeah, I heard that.
Hey. The funniest part of beating somebody that actually wind up coming on the panel that they ain't get the memo.
Right.
Yo, what up, motherfucker? You're like, uh-oh.
Hey, man, my mom's in here, man.
You're like, hold on. This wide body. Mama wide body here. Tone that down.
I teach you to talk like that.
Right.
You got that shit. In it.
She pan that camera around. You see wide body ear get stretched.
Hey, wide body.
Yo, what's up, bro?
Hey, it's
dealing with these heathens.
It's like your brother just looked in the room on us, man. We in your room.
Charlie, here doing?
We'll talk to you later, Mom.
Nothing.
Peace.
Just chilling.
Oh, she ain't going nowhere.
Peace. He's in peace.
For those
Floridians run out of here, man. She ain't going nowhere.
For those Floridians that do seek and didn't have power for a while, just giving y'all a quick jewel. You can hit Florida disaster and get some money back in your pockets from lost wages to damage on your house. Any renter's damage, you can get back up to $40,000 with a loan if you need one. They also give you a compensation back. So it's called Disaster Florida.
Man,
and you need to check that out.
People gonna be abusing that.
Friend of co-worker sisters got $7,500 back without even blinking.
Wow,
crazy!
I wonder how much she would have got.
And that's what's gonna happen. They gonna burn it up, and then the people that really need it,
right?
You know, and not that they was loafing, but they really needed it and didn't have a means to get to it. It's gonna all be depleted by the time they can get to it.
You know what pisses me off about that? You know, because they don't make that stuff available, man. Like they don't say nothing to nobody about it. They don't advertise it enough, man. It's not like they don't want to get that. You know that. Who knows where that? Like Lester Freeman said on The Wire, man. You follow drugs, you get drug users and drug dealers. As you start following
the money, you don't know where you're gonna go.
True indeed.
You know, I did a little. You know, even if you think you don't qualify to get any money, just fill it out, man. And you know, people that lost
just do it anyway, because if the people of color, man, brown, black, yellow, whatever, we always want the last ones to the resources, and so by the time the resources have depleted, we got the gas face going on.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I mean,
because they intentionally not, they intentionally not, inform, people of color about the opportunities and all that good stuff. Because they want to make sure that they keep those resources open for people that look like them.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. Know somebody that can, like these grants, man, like big
Oh
business.
man, that's
Man,
oh man, it
man,
was
I'm gonna keep it real. These motherfuckers trying to
Let's
plan
talk
to go
about
to
that.
Mars, man.
those
And
who?
y'all gonna go to Mars, man? These
They gonna
people. My bad.
motherfuckers going to Mars. Mine
Look,
gone. Mine
these
gone.
look, these people.
Yeah, okay.
They gonna basically try to go to Mars, man, and go out there joint and burn the
Right.
hell up.
We gonna
You
wake
know
up
what I'm
one morning.
saying? Like you and your Virgin Airlines rocket and all that,
Right.
man. Like
Just
your ass ain't guaranteed
just
forever. People be killing me, man. Like
just don't come back when you leave. Just don't come back.
fucking certain
Right.
uncertainty is death. You just don't know when that shit gonna happen. But you
Talk
gonna
to
be
him.
homeless, motherfucker.
Talk to him.
Crazy.
You better leave
I
something
take an
behind for
astronomy
somebody to
class.
grow on.
We gonna wake up one morning. They gonna be gone. Like where the hell they go?
Yeah, man. People ain't figure out what their purpose is because they so worried about staying here, man. Leave something for the next person.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
True indeed.
Get
I
the
agree
fuck
with
out
that
the way.
too.
That's what it's about, man. And people, staying trying to be around. That's why you got motherfuckers. Partly the reason why you got people that's like, in their 70s and shit, still holding on to their jobs, and people our age ain't able to move up. So it's fucking up the economy because you got people in certain spots and they can't even do the damn work.
Right.
You know what I'm
They
saying?
wait.
So it's like,
Right.
you know what
You
I'm
nailed
saying?
that one.
Like, man, they be killing me with that shit, man. And it's
Straight up.
all, all these fountain of youth ass niggas that be wanting to act like they ain't old house of roof ass bitches wanting to have kids when they goddamn 50 and 55 years
Damn,
old. Like,
no,
stop
man.
playing, man.
Well, you know one thing. You know
Man,
one
we
thing
said
about
house and roof.
one thing about that,
Yeah,
man.
man.
What I can understand, you got somebody out there that's say they making
Yeah,
about
man. They be
25,
killing me,
30,000
man.
dollars a year. They busting their
Yeah,
ass.
they were to the 100.
They got kids. They got a family.
Yeah,
They're busting
man.
their ass. They
And at
fell
the
on
rate
hard
we
times.
going, we gonna have to. You know what
And
I'm saying? Because we talking about fucking with the stocks, but I ain't trying to be funny. They gonna only let you get so far with that. They monitor so much shit.
especially
Ain't
the
too
money.
many motherfuckers gonna be able to eat. So it's like we really gotta think about our fellow man because your community depends on it, and that's why it ain't really no communities no more.
Right.
You can't go out here and catch nobody in your neighborhood doing wrong and beat their ass, but then when they kids shoot your son, now you want to hop on TV and cry. It's like the whole cycle of it's fucked up, man. So it's like, whether it's Trump or whoever, it's just a different face talking the same shit.
The problem I have, I'm going to upset some folks, but that's all right.
We got to govern that shit, Stacks.
We got to govern ourselves, man. We always want to make excuses for our fucked up behavior, and until
you're right, Stack. You just made me mad with that one.
Hell yeah.
Till we get our, but we can't make a mark in the world till we get our stuff straight.
Right.
I mean,
Who's that's true because you don't even know the dude with the
What's that dude say?
You really got the platform because they you know what? Right. And the crazy thing is we're in front of the public eye more than we've ever been. But it's been some coon on a spoon type shit. Where if we was on it like on some 90s shit, man, they wouldn't, man, we'd have been bad. You know what I'm saying? That's why you catch somebody talking some good shit.
Coon on the spoon.
They ain't trying to, coon on the spoon, bro.
You right.
Straight up, serving size spoon.
Just trying to get over, trying to hook and crook, and then scandal. Now you ruin your platform. No credibility.
Be careful. It's this social media can work with you or against you. I don't.
Shit, it's gonna only work with you so much. They realize, how you moving. Motherfuckers gonna come and see you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And not to mention the babies are watching us, man. We got to do right in front of these babies,
and
man.
And it ain't even a social media thing. That's how you move. Like I said, that's why I said community first.
Do right.
You outside your car, you fucking 40 getting out the car and your ass crack showing. And you out here like fucking 17. Like, act your age, man. Like, I ain't got nothing to say to the youngest because I used to fuck around and turn my jeans around backwards to go to school like I was crisscross, but I ain't doing that shit now. You know what I'm saying?
Just do right, man. I mean, just show them how to be man. They can't look up to us if we foul.
All right. You got. I mean, one thing that pisses me off, you got somebody out there making 20, 25, 30 grand a year. They're busting their ass. They, doing the right things. They staying out of trouble. Maybe they got into some trouble before, but they or New Leaf got kids now.
It ain't even that. It ain't even that, man. Because I tell you this on some real shit. People ask me about the line of work that I do right now, and they say how that shit happened. And I told them if it wasn't for 9/11, it ain't no tell. I'd have probably robbed your ass. Because for real, me being a music teacher, I made motherfucking Universal Circus money. Like I wasn't making no motherfucking bread.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like it wasn't until I changed my career where I fucked around and just like fell into where the money was on some straight hustle and shit, taking anything to get your foot in the door. But being a music teacher, the people that actually matter, whether you're a teacher or public service or something you doing that require you sacrificing yourself, they don't pay you shit.
Nope.
Nah.
They don't pay you a motherfucking thing.
Nope. Sure.
At this rate that I'm going, I have a fucking student loan until I was in my goddamn 80s.
Look at the cops. Look at what did they pay the cops up in New York, man?
And they wanted the highest paid. They wanted the highest paid joints though.
Right.
Yeah, but the cost
I'm dead ass. Yeah.
The cost of living is
The cost of living so preposterous though.
yeah.
That's why I got my black ass from up there.
I thought they started out at like 30 or 40, man, and went from there. Well, that's good. I'm happy.
You ain't gonna even really start seeing no real money with that until you
make it to take the first raise.
Yeah, you about 10
like
years
that.
in.
Well, shit, the cost of living. Man.
Nah, they got them pawns on the street working mad overtime. That's the only reason they making bread. But
Yeah.
your ass dodging bullets too.
Catch a case.
Catch a hot one in your ass for fucking 75,000. I'm good on that.
One thing I love about this state is the wage is not bad and the cost of living is way cheap. So I'm like in heaven down here. Like I don't, it's like it's weird like that. Like the cost of living should be so high. Like you would look at a house and you take that house and you put it like in Rochester County, New York, somewhere, or Hugh Garden, Queens, or something, and like
be 4 times as much.
Easy $1 million, and you get the house for like $80,000 down here. Like it's crazy, man.
But when they burn your ass up though, is that flood insurance and all that shit.
Yeah, dog.
That's
like
why I got the fuck from down there too.
You got to be smart when you go, because you got to check out the land, like the elevation and what happens when it floods and shit. Because a lot of people
know none of that shit,
man. Like my neighbor, he lives on top of like a hill. He's just looking down at the chaos and shit. Like why you even board your windows up? For real, like. But that shit's still crazy. I mean, you know what's also crazy? This flood. These people have been here a million times with these hurricanes. You would think that the light company and these people would have this stuff up a little quicker. It's just like it's weird to me. Like a lot of things that should matter don't.
Used to it. Yeah, right. They get used to it. Just we gonna go through this particular chain of command. Right. I saw that how they moved to 06. I was like, man, they have you fucking around and eating the motherfucking fingers, man, to survive that.
Yo, guy, my job lives on a dirt road, and he was stuck in his house for a week because the road was flooded. I was like, man, I hope you have food, because no one can get to him.
I be eating mail and toilet paper every motherfucking thing.
Bag of cornmeal, shit, it don't matter.
Grass or something.
Fucking table leg with cheese, nigga, fucking around with me. Shit.
Table leg with cheese.
I shouldn't be laughing at you, man.
Hold the mail. Pause.
Hey, you see your boy, man.
Carpet sandwich down.
Oh, I see that. He down on both knees. Cool-tastic, man.
I can't believe he really got down with it. I thought he was doing
it just for a photo op, man. That's all it is.
His hypocrite ass, man. Like, come on, man.
I thought he was such a stand-up dude.
Take care of them 8 kids he got already. He got 7.
He had them Brazzers glasses on, man. That's what threw me.
Got the blue block. He got them blue blockers on, man.
I'm a hip hopper. I wear blue blockers.
Yeah.
Take care of them kids.
I put them on as a shocker, man. I love these blue blockers.
Wow. Are you serious right now? Damn, I ain't heard that in so fucking long.
He was word too, man.
Wow.
That boy said my name is Geek. I put him on as a shocker, man. I love these blue blockers.
Damn,
and he was rapping to the ghetto. Too short, Joy. The ghetto.
Man.
Crazy.
Oh
man. So anybody check that Rhapsody album out?
Yes,
man,
yes.
That's shit.
Hey man, I got something I want to clear up too.
Come on with it.
Because motherfuckers been jumping out here saying that we ain't like me and Hurts. Me and Hurts ain't like the shit. I like the shit. It's just one song in particular.
Yeah.
I know I could have bodied.
Yeah.
And y'all will find out when we do what we do, but the album dope, man.
Yeah.
Right.
I fuck with the album.
I don't know, man. I don't know where that came from because.
All right.
Yeah, I didn't because you know. I'm gonna you know what I ain't gonna put it out there, but yo, the album was dope. But like he said, one joint in particular. Matter of fact, I got a gripe with 2 joints on there, but one in particular.
I just said one. I just said one.
But two of them. I mean, the songs are dope, but it's just that one in question that man talking about. Like, like we gonna see you on that shit.
I just want the stems, man. If anybody nice enough to do it, just send me the stems.
I have 2 questions real quick.
Blue Pineapple, welcome to Talk That Stuff.
What's going on, fellas?
Ooh, sapping them up.
Ladies and gentlemen, now come in. Talk that stuff. We forgot him before. Now it's hold up. Let's give it up for Blue Pineapple.
What's good, fellas?
Get all that.
This man, I did not get none of that, but it's okay. No, don't do it. Don't do it.
Let's give it up for Tay Lee, aka Digger.
Hey, that's all right. I'm just not gonna say these things.
Who did the production? Who did the production on the album?
The Soul Council.
A few people. Yeah, Soul Council.
Oh, the Soul Council.
Okay, on the joints.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I'm done. You had a question, bro. I apologize.
No, it's cool. All right, on the joints that Knife did, do all the drums sound the same?
I should have kept talking.
You trying to start something, man.
No, that's a legitimate question.
You know what?
You got better with the drum tip. I can give him credit on that. You got better.
Hey, but you know what's funny? How come no one criticizes Questlove when he used the same drum? He had a drum set, for God's sake. Oh, I'm sorry.
But he run a trigger through the kit though.
But see, and I don't even know if that's a problem with Knife more so than this. A lot of the main producers or the top producers were just nice with the drums. I mean, you got the Beat Nuts, Pete, Premier. They're just dope with the drums, man. So it's relative. It's relative.
So you're not going to answer the question in other words, huh?
Nah, you know what? I wouldn't say they sound the same. I don't think they do.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think Knife Wonder's on that. Knife Wonder ain't really on that no more. He kind of been like chopping up drum breaks and whatnot now, so his drums don't sound the same anymore.
Yeah. Okay. Right. It's a couple of joints on here where I know I was like he used a loop for this.
You don't like the
and it wasn't bad. I mean, as long as it sounds good, that's the main thing.
Right? Well, that was a running joke for years that all the drums sounded the same.
And the stiff pattern. Hey. But he's gotten better. Like I've listened to newer stuff he's done. The drums are much better.
What about anybody check out Musical Soul Child?
Music.
Oh, no.
I listen to that. That's my dude. I
haven't heard it yet.
Clinical name for Music Soul Child.
Musical Soul Child.
I didn't realize I said that too. And that's my people too. I bought the album last week, man. If you're a person that like. I will say this about the album. The album is his album, but it's got a lot of this new trap soul type of feel to it. Oh yeah.
But it's dope.
But is it good though? So
yeah, it's the way
as long as it's put together right, then I'm cool with it.
It's dope. It's pretty dope though. Like it's pretty dope. I like it. What'd you say, man?
So I guess you can think it's like that Tyson
Footprints on the Moon, crush that
or whatever.
Say it again, RTO.
It's like on some Bryson Tiller stuff, but being music.
Kind of, sort of. It's I got to hear the Footprints on the Moon joint. I'm not refuting what Mav is saying, but I know just based on what I've heard from both discs on the because this project is 2 discs, so it's. I mean, I'll say out of 24 songs, man, it's probably like 3 of them that I just skip. Like,
excuse me, sorry about that.
Right on. But like 3, it's 3 joints in particular that I'm like,
sorry,
that, bro.
My bad. I clicked something.
Facebook. And they're not bad songs. It's just I'm trying to get to the other song while I'm listening to it. So.
Yeah, I just started. It sounds dope to me so far. I heard about 6, 7 songs. It's dope to me.
Yeah. But I gotta hear this Footprints on the Moon joint because Mav is he's a strong advocate for it.
Yeah, it's just they didn't do too much of anything to the point where you got tired of it. They mixed it up. There's even a trap joint on it. You know what I'm saying? It's a well put together album, well thought out. They stuck with the theme. The beats go hard on this joint as you would expect. Raheem did what he do, Wes do what he do, and they complement each other well. You can hear the time they got put in, and they really didn't mess with that formula that got them there. So
I ain't hear it yet.
it's a sound project. Rhapsody joint is tight too, though. But yeah, I went copped that joint on Amazon. But when you hear it, you gonna just hear like what we listen to. For us audiophile or producer type dudes, like that's gonna be the move. You know what I'm saying?
Mav,
what up?
You said Rhapsody. Never mind.
Hey, it's one song in particular, man. I feel like she was just speaking to me. What's that? What's this joint? Knock on my door.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
Mav, you had said Rhapsody joint was tight. That's why I started laughing like a 3-year-old,
like a schoolgirl.
Right?
Yeah.
I would say, man, how would you know?
Hey, what is you doing,
Hey,
baby?
what in the hell? Speaking of what in the hell? What in the hell?
Chance to getting them stems.
Was that a Photoshop picture of Kanye West?
That's real, bro.
That's real. That's real.
That boy been eating deep fried Twinkies and man.
He looked like me in Chicago, like a motherfucker.
Yeah, he had some of that hair.
Twinkies, dog.
I think Kanye got you, bro.
Yeah, yo, I don't even. Yo, you look anorexic.
A lot of people saying that that was the meds that was made.
Nah, meds don't make you fat. It's just that fact that he probably was eating good. Meds probably made him hungry, so he can't eat. I guess
some meds can, but to that point, in that amount of time, yeah, he been eating good.
Is he still with Kim Kardashian?
Yeah. He's still in that sunken place.
Man, fuck,
that's the first problem.
Man, fuck Kanye, man.
Damn,
you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I don't like my ring still on here. Is he white guy?
Nah, she gone. She gone.
Hey, but she type back. Watch your mouth.
Hey, I love him lyrically at times, but I still say, what I said, man. You know what I'm saying? Because he's a disgrace to, not just to me personally, and his mother and his father, from what he came from.
Right.
Yes.
You feel what I'm saying? And like you talk, you like, okay, Lamar Odom never made a song called Gold Digger. Reggie Bush never did that, but you made a song called Gold Digger, and you got one.
Get a Gold Digger,
right? Official one too.
Mm-hmm. And everything you said in Gold Digger, that's you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But he
also when he get on, he leave your ass on, like, girl.
Mm-hmm.
He said he's doing anything for a blind dyke as well.
He said he's broke. He's broke.
Really?
I mean, yeah. They said he's broke. He's got lawsuits and shit. And
he need to be broke.
Damn. I agree. Yeah, I agree.
What would you do for Klondike?
Yeah, the world by the you know what, man.
Why? You know why I say that? Because some people, money is the most dangerous thing that they could ever have. It's like an alcoholic. I work with dudes that were alcoholics. They cool as shit, until payday. Payday hit, them niggas is like 10 minutes to flip the script. You know what I'm saying?
I just had that discussion with my old lady. Like, most people, and it's dealing with the financial aspect. Like, most folks ain't even really up on how to, let their money truly stack.
Right.
Most people just go to work and get what they're gonna get from work, and they try to save a little bit. But then you got other people, they fuck around, they get their check. As soon as they get that motherfucker, it's
gone.
They're gonna burn that bitch up at the club, and then looking at you on Monday and Tuesday like, hey man, my rent due, they went up. Like, nigga, the rent been the same for a minute. Like, fuck you on, nigga.
Because what I'm saying is, like, this dude had bread. You buying $10,000 toilets. You doing all this old fucked up ass, ill ass,
really?
ill ass. Yeah, man. He thought he was a rock star or something, man. You get 13th chapel painted in your house. Nigga, you both black as a motherfucker. Nigga, you come from Southside Chicago. Man, you ain't from Rome. You feel what I'm saying?
But check this out. Like, I'm gonna keep it funky. Now we as black people, we get a little bit of money. We wanna look good. You know, we want a nice car. You know, jewelry, clothes, or whatever. So I'm not defending him, but I understand. Because I know if I had that kind of money,
listen, Blue. Let me tell you something.
Hold up. Let me finish. Now, if I had Kanye money, I'm gonna do some stupid shit. I'll be the first one to admit it. I'm gonna do some stupid shit, but I'm not gonna do no stupid shit to the point where I don't have two nickels rubbed together.
All right, let me say this.
Right, exactly.
Let me say this as a person who's been through those trials and tribulations through the streets and had money like that. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Once you get the cars, once you get the crib, once you get the clothes, what else do you need?
True.
You feel what I'm saying?
Absolutely right.
Mm-hmm.
Once and like this is money that he's accumulated over time as well. Because you gotta remember, Jay just gave him not too long ago, what, $50 million? $20 million? You feel what I'm saying? That was like he just got that 20, but how much money he made before he got that 20?
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So for him to be broke, man, fuck you, man. You selling shoes for $3,000 and you broke, and people was buying them bitches and you broke. You feel what I'm saying? I don't feel no sympathy for him. Same way don't nobody feel no sympathy for a drug addict that's out there who spent all that money up getting high. Why you don't feel no sympathy for him? He truly has a problem.
Right.
That dude Kanye don't have that type of problem, but he broke just like the crackhead. Come on, man. Nah, man.
Got a point.
Nah, man. And you want to live your life like, I bet you if Mayweather ever go broke, imagine how many people gonna clown him.
Oh, hell yeah.
Right. They're gonna be in line.
They're gonna have a holiday to clown him.
Right.
Mayweather Day. Shit.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But yet you see on the low, nobody clowns Antoine Walker. You feel what I'm saying?
100 million.
Did he? He blew a lot of grip.
He made it look easy too.
You know what I'm saying? You know why they ain't clowning him? You know why they don't clown some of them other stars and athletes who went broke, but you really never heard nothing about them? It's because they didn't put their business out there and act like a fool like Kanye West did. You feel what I'm saying? He deserved to be broke.
But see, here's the real problem that nobody talks about. Again, there's all this unsaid stuff. The problem with our folks, at least some of our folks, I can't say all of them, is that there's this deep-seated insecurity, and a lot of it we drown it in superficiality and what we wear and adornment, and we don't feel good about what's on the inside. And so, yeah, you're gonna see that go on until we love ourselves and see ourselves as valuable. I think it's how you look. We don't love ourselves, man. I gotta look white. I gotta bleach my hair. I gotta get fake lips.
But you know what? To your point though, how do you reverse the psychology of it?
Right. It's like my bar.
That's the thing. Like, it's easy for us to say those things. For a lot of us. But how do you undo the psychological damage? The psychological aspect of like. A lot of people are indoctrinated by that, as same thing. So like, if you're showing something different, showing something that's more enlightening, something that's more,
financial management. Like, why don't you think about?
It's everything. But the thing about it is, once you've been ingrained in that type of mentality, like I said, how do you unravel the psychology behind it? Because a lot of it is based in a certain psychology that we learned at home.
Mm-hmm. And it's slavery and all that, right.
Well, let me say this. Sometimes it takes maturity as well. You feel what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Because like the financial aspect, don't get me wrong, although they make it look like it's us that act like fools with money, it's a lot of them Caucasians that hit the lottery that end up broke as a motherfucker. You feel what I'm saying?
Or in debt to the eyeballs.
Yeah, and I mean, so it happens to a lot of people, but when it comes to him being who he is, who he was raised by, your mother was a teacher, your father was a professor down Charles County.
Yeah, Pops was an ex-Panther. You know.
Yeah.
So with that, within his parents were, and they were. I mean, his mother was I think his grandmother was like part of a city or something like that in Oklahoma City, because that's where his mom is from. With that kind of knowledge base, how is it? How do you get so far away from that? You know what I'm saying? How did you get so far away from that?
He got drunk off of fame.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
He believed the hype. Yep. He believed that hype.
What you say,
He got drunk off of fame, man. That's what happened.
Yeah, he started believing his own press clip. He did the Mike Tyson. I'm great. I'm invincible. I'm on the train.
Best on the planet.
What did you say, man?
No one man should have all that power.
I believe in his press clip. Your ass whooped, as a boxer anyway, or anybody.
A lot of people narrate their own failure. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And not to call them a failure, but you basically, commentate your demise. Like you providing the soundtrack to you fucking up. Like the moves you gonna make, you prophesying. You know what I'm saying? And that's why being on some, some shit for the gram or some shit for somebody to quote unquote like it, man, you better speak some positive shit out here for you, so you can reap that.
You ain't got
what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's the shit that's corny out here, which is fucking crazy to me. But
me too.
Once you look back to the whole Rockefeller thing, right? When Kanye came in, you know what I'm saying, this, that, and other, and on underneath and a little bit on the surface, he literally was the wildest one. People always look at Dame like being the wildest one, but Kanye was the wildest one. He was the one that what I'm talking about. He was the wildest one, that being as though he was really like not a street dude. Most of everybody else was street dudes besides him and Just Blaze, and and so he wanted to have that same image as a street dude. So
I don't think he wanted the image. I think he wanted the respect that comes along with it. I think he wanted that respect because when you look at Kanye and his antics and all that stuff, he has the typical antics of a child that's the only child that got everything that he wanted. So when you look at Kanye, even as an adult, as a grown man, when he spouts out, it's twofold: the spoiled child, and you've been reared to deal with things emotionally instead of deal with things logically. So when you're primarily raised by a woman, you tend to deal with stuff as some people now. Some guys, some men, they deal with stuff like as a woman would do, and that's emotionally. You let your emotions dictate how you deal with things, as opposed to like, all right, let me sit back and let me figure this shit out. All right, I could go over here and start the shit I do, but you know what? Let me see if I can do this a different way or whatever. And when you look at Kanye, it's a classic example of him just being a spoiled brat raised by a woman. He knows how to do is deal with things emotionally instead of just thinking doing it logically. Because like you said, he's in that public eye, and everything about him is attention based. You know what I'm saying? Everything from who he dates to when he don't get what he think he deserves. Not saying that he's not a genius. Not saying that he isn't musically inclined to or have the cash to do what he do. But at the end of the day, like you're losing yourself, and like Matt said, you're narrating your own demise pretty much. Because you're spiraling. You see you spiraling, but it's that situation like it ain't gonna happen to me. Then the fuck around and happen to you.
And my whole thing is when he did that little rant when he was asking Zuckerberg and all of them for money. I'm like, Man, you lame ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Look who your man is. That says a lot about you and your relationship with Jay. You go to Zuckerberg, but your man sitting with 500-600 million. So something wrong with you.
But see, he that insecure nigga that try to be the big dude and alienate everybody because he's just trying to throw his chest out. Like, just be you. He's not secure. He's very insecure. That's why he overcompensates by trying to be so this and that. Just be yourself.
A lot of it happened with him, man. When he tried to, he wants that acceptance. He wanted that acceptance so badly that, you kind of went away from everything that you were taught, not only from him being around Jay and Dame and all that, but just what he learned at home.
Type of shit you entertain as far as like choice of spouse.
Yeah, it was automatic. Like Six just said, he pretty much foretold you that this was going to happen. That song Gold Digger, it's another song on 88 Keys' album, The Death of Adam, where he says in a verse like he said, try imagining something passionate between you, Cassie, and Kim Kardashian. I'm like, man, you fawning over Kim Kardashian? Like this
way back then. That was a while ago.
Yeah, so when I heard that, then when I found out he was he was messing around with, I said, oh man, yeah, he didn't fail.
Going down, man down.
Snappy nappy dugout. Snappy
nappy
dugout. When fucking with a named Kim, you want to use? Give me that condoms.
Female like Cheryl.
That's just I'm good.
We'll call Jimmy. Have you ever seen us? No time we'll throw roll up on your penis. If you're real smart, you will always use us.
Put me in your wallet.
Right.
Don't dummies use us.
Let's say it like this, man. He didn't mess with. I don't feel no sympathy for him, man. I just don't, man. You done rose up out of what a lot of us are trying to rise up out of. You act like a fool when you got it, man. Fuck you, man.
But you know what? But he had time to rein it in. Too.
But you know what? I'm not trying to make any concessions
accepted
for him.
Through the bullshit.
Only thing I do feel sorry about Kanye's demise is after his mother passed away. Now I'm not gonna keep using it as wait, hold up. Oh my bad. I'm not gonna keep using that as an excuse, but
no, but that's part of it.
Wait, hold up, let me finish. Until you go through something like that, and I don't wish that on nobody. I'm pretty sure, like, if you're that big of a star and you go through something like that, you're not gonna be right for a while. I don't care what you say. You ain't gonna be right for a while.
Let me say this. I'm not discarding this pain or nothing like that. I got family members, friends who lost mothers and their fathers in way vicious more circumstances than you can imagine. You feel what I'm saying? Right. And a lot of them don't act that way.
Yep. But see, I look at
he never dealt with it. He never truly.
Yeah, that's what I was about. That's all I was about to say. He never had. I ain't gonna say he never had nobody pull him to the side, but he was never able to grieve properly.
No. But you know what, man? I don't think anybody pulled him over to. I don't think anybody pulled him over to the side though. And that's another
maybe they
thing.
tried to. That's the part we don't know.
But the thing about it is too though, it all depends on the people you got around you. If you got a bunch of yes men around you, they don't have no valid. They don't have any validity to anything that they can't pull them to the side because they don't have any power. They don't,
Let me tell you something, Hertz. Man, this nigga got enough money. If he say fuck it, I'm going to fucking Africa and chill out and think about what happened to my mother, he can do it. He can change the weather. He can change the weather. That's what I'm saying. That's me and my homeboys always saying, nigga, I got enough money to change the weather. He got enough money to change the weather, get away from everybody. He'd pull a Dave Chappelle and just disappear and go to Africa somewhere and chill out.
Right.
So if he really wanted to do that, he could do that. He didn't want to do that because a lot of times he probably wanted sympathy. He probably wanted some comfort, around them type of people because that's what he's always been around. And you know what I'm saying? I don't feel sympathy for him, man. Not because his mother, I'm saying because
just,
of how
just off GP, right?
Man, I don't,
all the
man.
opportunities.
Because I feel like she taught him everything he needs to know in terms of how to deal with stuff, man. You know, like, me. It was only certain kind of women I was gonna bring around my mom. Like,
thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
preach.
You know, I'm not gonna bring just anything to my mama because my mom is my mama, and if my mama don't like us, she gonna let you know, like, hey, that girl ain't. What you doing? Bring her here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure that as a mother, especially with him having money and notoriety and all that stuff, I'm sure that she's told him about girls like that. But when you're hard headed or you got it all figured out and you fail to listen to the elders or whatever, because they didn't been here, they didn't seen some things. Now she might not, his mother or his father to a degree, they probably haven't seen the fame and the stardom like he's seen it. But a lot of stuff that they're teaching you is relative to what's going on in the world. It's just the world is not 360 for no reason. It's 360 because what goes around comes around.
Right.
So,
but I'll say this. Like, if you go back and look at the history of everything, he moved to New Jersey when he was like 17, 18 to pursue his career, basically by himself. So his mother raised him and his father raised him too to be self-sufficient. You feel what I'm saying? So he was already out on his own before he even got with Jay now, to an extent. You feel what I'm saying? So he was already fully versed in being mature and being an adult. You feel what I'm saying? So
he just knew how to maintain and and be, like you said, self-reliant. But it's still the other half of them that that don't know how to process being losing. Like, I hate losing too. I don't like losing, but I know it's a thing that it happens. And if I'm not gonna always get my way, about certain things in life, even at this age now where I'm more control of what I can, what I do. It's still it's a certain way you conduct yourself still. Like, my mom used to be like, hey, don't hey, you're not gonna sit up here and cry. You're not a girl. Or my pops was, things that my people have taught me throughout the years, I still hold near and dear because those are the things that kept me either out of trouble, out of jail, or just kept me on the straight and narrow, even when I wanted to wild out. And those lessons should never escape you, and if they do escape you, they should never be that far from your heart, your soul, and your mind.
Well, like I said earlier, some people, money is a curse to them,
right?
And I believe with him, money and fame is a curse to him because, like, from numerous sources, the dude is an asshole to the 100th power. Always been. You feel what I'm saying? Diva-like. And all this crazy stuff. More diva and crazy than Jay is. You feel what I'm saying? Why you think Jay don't fuck with him like that? You feel what I'm saying?
That's where I was at. You alienated everybody that was your ally, because you're an asshole. Right. Because you get insecure and yeah.
And people always talk about they don't like haters. What you think he is? I know he a hating ass nigga. You feel what I'm saying? He the type of dude that if one of us submitted a beat to Jay and he heard it, he'd probably be like, who made that beat? Then that shit be lost on the hard drive somewhere. That's the type of
damn sure would be.
Who he is, man.
Who we talking about? Lionel Richie?
Oh shit.
Who's that? Gadget? Oh, I gotta go.
Who y'all talking about?
What's up, Gadget?
Kanye
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome to Talk That Stuff, Mr. Anthony Gadget Mims.
So who we talking about? Who's the hater?
Chunky Ye.
Kanye West.
Kanye Titter.
I mean,
yeah. You know what I'm saying? Anytime we make him pause, he know it's right.
Yo, you ever watch Big Frida's
No comment.
Hold up, man. Hey, Gadget, did you just ask this like Friday?
Yeah. I'm not gonna. I actually gave the show a chance. I actually like it.
I can't imagine him watching Big Frida. That's just funny.
No. But it gives you a glimpse into the New Orleans music,
the bounce scene.
Yeah. Which I mean.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna give you a pass on that one.
Yeah, I wasn't really into, but watching the show, I became very interested in bounce music.
As long as you're interested in Big Frida,
No.
Okay, cool.
When you dealing with a feminine dude, you want to get feelings like that.
Damn, what's that?
You say you feeling Frida?
Damn.
The show. The show.
Right on.
Please don't go there with me.
Oh shit!
Duffy.
Oh, so you know the songs, nigga.
Man, my wife had me watching that stuff, man.
All right, hey,
my girlfriend and watch it.
Hey, every song got the Trigger Man beat. Every song.
Showboys, drag rap shit.
Is them niggas getting paid?
Are they?
But I ain't mean to hijack. Go ahead and finish talking about Kanye.
Hey, Gadget, since you're here, I'm gonna address the elephant in the room. What are you up to now?
I'm still 2 tracks done.
Damn.
Together.
I'll never borrow money from you, man. Be late.
Oh yeah, that's right. Guys supposed to be doing a Lionel Richie mixtape, right?
Damn.
Hey,
That sounds all wrong.
This is not an excuse, but like my job has this Fitbit contest that I'm trying to get this $400. It ends October.
Right on.
It ends October 1st. I've been on the bike, and when we go to After Dark, there's some other things that I did. But
I asked how much weight you lost total. So since you've been on the whole health kick, man, may I ask?
I've lost 10 pounds in maybe 3 weeks. 4 weeks.
Wow. You need to hang out with me, guys. That's what I've been doing, man. That's why I've been
you gonna fall over dead and fuck around CX on the basketball.
I'm down to 199 now.
Damn.
Right on.
That's a.
I need to hang out with Gadget.
Wait a minute, you was 200 pounds?
That's a store price.
You was over 200 pounds?
Yeah, I would have thought he was over 200 pounds. Nope.
I never thought. I would never have thought.
I never would have thought that. Looking at him. Nope.
Shit, I'm down to like 228 now.
I'm about to shut up.
I'm like 240 right now.
I'm still shut up. 210.
Yeah, man, I'm 240.
I still got a long way to go.
I bulk up in the winter.
Hey man, let's talk about Kanye some more.
Hey, I feel better about myself.
That nigga weighed 400 pounds now.
Yeah, he did.
That boy 303.
Who?
For real? You ain't talking about the boss?
Big.
You ain't talking about the boss 303, is you?
You looking big, boy.
Now, Kanye like a father who gave it up.
I'm eating that.
Gave up all his dreams for his kid, man, so his kid can prosper.
You can tell he don't care about how he look no more. He had some dirty looking rugged shirt on with some
on some real shit.
The thing is, I bet you Kim still can pull though, so you better watch that shit.
Kim ain't gonna stay there. She gonna be out of there. She trying to figure a way how to get out of that shit right now. That's all.
Yeah.
He'll lose the weight.
Her publicist be like, "Yo, don't leave him. You can't leave him right now. You cannot leave him right now. If you do, it's gonna look really bad. You're gonna look like a gold digger."
Oh damn! Not the publicist.
Yeah, come on, man. Her publicist probably lives with them.
You gotta think about your image. You gotta think about your
house.
Image.
If she leaves Kanye right now, she's gonna look like that's not a good look for her career. Whatever fuck she does.
Do you think she really cares about her? She sucks his dick on camera.
She don't. I'm about to say.
That's a career having a fat ass.
If she didn't have that publicist, she would have always been known. We all know her as a whore, but she seems to be able to survive in this industry. And that publicist clean that shit up. You ever notice that shit when certain celebrities do shit and they got a good publicist? That shit kind of like goes away. It's about the shit. Don't wipe the shit off. Don't wipe the shit off your shirt. Let it dry first and then brush it off.
It's only white artists or presumed white. She's presumed white. So
right, true indeed, true indeed.
China Black does the same shit, and that bitch is a hoe.
Right.
Oh, China Black out.
Man, check the check first, Widebody. Check the check.
I thought I was the bad one.
You mess with that fix a flat. You mess with that fix a flat ass if you want to, Widebody.
Oh shit! Fix a flat ass.
I like that. Fix a flat ass. She's all natural. Her.
It is kind of
right.
No, it got that run flat.
She got that green slime and shit.
Black women are not held to the same standard.
Say that again, Gadget.
As white women. Black women aren't held to the same. They're held to a higher standard than white women, even though they're the minority.
Right. Like shit.
Especially in the industry, the dark skinned women are definitely held to a different standard in the industry.
But you know what's crazy about that? The darker you are, the less you age. Look at Cicely Tyson.
Oh my God. Lena Horne was an exception.
She was kind of free to paint.
But what's so funny about that standard? That white women want to be like black women.
Well,
of course.
No, they want to take our hairstyles and call it their own. Well, this is the Coco rap right here.
The whole thing is, it's nothing but reversal of hate. You know what I'm saying? What they hate about what they hate that they don't have. They always discount what we have.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because they don't have it. That's
Yep.
Hey.
Everybody want to be us.
They wish they had
Tell us time to be us.
Right.
Funny thing, I seen a whole American Cup family in the expedition with like 27s on that motherfucker, man. Peter, Nancy, and the kids. I'm like, look at this dude. He was rolling, bro. He had the shit chromed out and everything.
That's crazy,
man. Let me tell you something.
Peter.
I'm gonna break it down real quick. We are we black, of course, ancestors from Africa, but we're the most black Americans. We're the most imitated people in the world.
Absolutely.
Yep. In the world.
Mm-hmm.
In the world.
Everywhere.
Have you seen the meme? I saw a meme last week. It was a poster of the movie It with the clowns with the clown telling the little girl, we have white appropriation down here.
Damn.
Wow,
that's crazy.
That's funny. That's funny. Damn.
Hey, they say that's the highest grossing horror movie.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was Poltergeist.
Freddy Krueger movie.
Yep.
Yeah, Nightmare Friday 13th.
Wow.
You got to realize, when Freddy Krueger came out, you didn't have as many theaters, it wasn't as global. The world wasn't as small as it is now. Because when Freddy Krueger came out, it was in a movie theater. Then they had to wait for it to hit VHS. Then when it hit VHS, then they had to wait for it to ship globally. That shit shipping globally immediately. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
You know, they were Jay Bishop quick as a motherfucker now.
Why is the Pac video movie out now? It was out like a month ago.
Because the timetable of something being sitting in the theaters isn't that long anymore.
Yeah,
they make more money. They make more money, when it hits streaming services and Blu-rays. You know what I'm saying?
Theaters die out. You figure you keep that chain running. While it still got a little buzz and still new, kind of fresh. Go ahead and release a DVD and get the people that don't go to the movies. They like to sit at the house with popcorn and pork rinds and shit.
I'm sorry,
popcorn and pork rinds.
Damn Hawaiian punch and
actually, I like somebody to rent out a theater and watch like season 4 of Power in a movie theater. I think that shit would crazy.
Ooh, that would be tight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that would be tight.
Scratch Mag Cinemas.
You know what I think is going to happen. You know what I think is going to happen.
Hey, it's going to come to that. It's going to be streaming services at the movies in the next 5 years.
I can see that.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what I think is going to happen, though, guys. This is what's going to happen. The big one, the two big the two big ISPs, Comcast and Verizon, and / AT&T DirecTV. What's going to happen is the movie industry is going to make another lane for those movies to go straight to on demand. Like they're gonna have it so as though you don't have to go to the movie theaters. You watch that shit on demand, but it's gonna be at a premium price. A movie might be $50. You feel what I'm saying?
I think,
and people gonna do it. I'm telling you, man. People gonna do it. People gonna buy that, man. You already experienced it.
People still want the experience of buying $12 popcorn and fucking.
I think theaters gonna go. It's gonna be all home theater soon. Another 20 years.
People love going. People love going to the movies Saturday, Friday through Sunday. Like it's like a tradition.
True.
They
do. They do.
Yep.
They do.
It's like football on Sunday.
But I'm telling you, man, that's
you used to have bowling league on Fridays too. They go.
I mean, I see your point, but I can't see movie theaters getting cut out of the equation anytime soon.
Most of them did. Only the big name ones are left.
Yeah, Carmike and AMC is about it, and then there's like one or two more. That's it.
Regal.
Yeah,
Regal. Yeah.
But like I said, they're going to be streaming concerts. It's going to be more shit at the movie theater other than just movies.
Oh yeah. That's what they're going to do. They're going to diversify. You know what I'm saying? They might be like, oh, we got the fight. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, can you going to see the Triple G at the movie theater?
I'm telling you,
that'd be crazy.
Mayweather and Mosley fight in the theater.
I think they're gonna go all home digital though. I think home systems.
Nah, because if they can get 200 people in the theater paying $25, they'll take that instead of getting bootlegged for.
True.
They did.
No, they're gonna have that. They're gonna have that bitch so copyrighted up, so DRM'd up. I don't know how somebody gonna. The only way they're gonna be able to to bootleg that, they're gonna literally have to have the phone up there recording the screen like they're in the movie theaters. That's the only way.
Yo, I saw the Pacquiao Mayweather fight in New Orleans. They had set up a big ass screen outside and charged $60 to stand outside, bro.
Now, see, when you said Pacquiao Mayweather, I was in Jamaica when that fight was on, and when I was on a resort, they had it outside on a big ass screen for free.
Not for us.
In Montego, when I was in Montego Bay, they had it outside for free. You know, and
That's what I'm talking about.
But they definitely gonna come up with there's so many different avenues. I mean, fucking Hulu. You see any of y'all subscribe to Hulu?
Yeah, I got it.
You seen how their whole interface changed? Now you can watch live TV on that shit.
On Hulu?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, man. Hulu not playing, man.
Hey, man, look at all these companies diversifying their fucking income. Still got motherfuckers.
Shit. I know. I went to see the UFC joint, and
only having not fucking 5. You gotta have different income streams.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many income streams you need to be a millionaire?
5, I think.
7. It's 7, I thought.
7 at how much money?
Yeah, how much startup?
They got 7.
Right. I mean, it's only and you gotta have at least 5, but not unless you get that work, and you get that work, then you definitely can become a millionaire within 2 months.
With that work?
With that work.
Okay.
Right. I ain't specifying what type of work that is. But I'm just disclaim that.
Yeah,
get that work.
Hey, put that disclaimer up.
Yeah.
Each one of them making about $250,000-300,000 a year.
That work could be junk bonds, anything. I'm just saying. You just gotta have that work.
Yeah, that's what they call it. That's what they call it nowadays. That junk bonds.
Street pharmaceuticals.
Yeah,
they call it junk bonds.
Just don't Michael Milking yourself, man. You feel what I'm saying? Don't Michael Milking yourself. You feel what I'm saying?
that's crazy, man.
It's
nuts.
So, hey, so Blue, how did that? Who killed Tupac and Biggie go?
Honestly, it was just the same shit that's been regurgitated for like the last
my wife was watching. I said, man, if they not about to arrest nobody, man, what's the
yeah? Who you guys think killed Pac?
I don't know.
They already said who. They already done said who.
The dude that they was beating up in MGM.
Oh, that dude Orlando was showing enough gangbang, man. Showing enough.
But Keefy D was under let him know with immunity, saying what I mean. Kind of it sounded believable. You said Puffy, Puffy owed him money like $200,000-300,000.
That's why. So both camps is responsible for both. For both situations.
Now, honestly, I'd rather see who the fuck killed Jam Master Jay.
Yeah, that's what I'd rather see. Right? Yeah,
I mean,
I'd rather see that.
It might surprise you who it turned out to be.
For real.
I've heard rumors. I wouldn't be surprised.
Mm-hmm.
I heard it was in
What'd you say?
You heard it was over debt or something, right? Then he owed some debt or something.
It wasn't him. I heard it was an inside job.
Oh.
Wow, it had to be
wrong place, wrong time.
That would have been the motive, though. Like,
well, shit, all of them was wrong place, wrong time, but still.
Jam Master Jay gets a pass, dude.
Blue, ladies and gentlemen.
That's Jam Master Jay. I mean, really?
Real.
But whoever did it didn't give a damn about how legendary he was and what he did for the culture. So, it's always gonna be at those people that like, I don't give a fuck who you are.
Yeah,
well, shit.
We don't love our culture anyway, though, hip hop or any music for that matter.
I do.
Right.
Damn, Stacks, man. Stacks, you've been gone, man. You've been gone a while, man. You can't make like a negative Nancy, man. What's wrong?
No. All you gotta do, and you in Memphis, you gotta do is go to a blues concert.
Oh yeah,
white people.
Yeah.
Like, damn, where the folks at? Damn. You think you're out seeing the Grateful Dead and shit? Buddy Guy up there, black man. Like, damn. Okay.
You know what it is? Stacks? Our people are so creative. We discard shit so easily because we're so creative. You know what I'm saying? And it's a gift and a curse.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When the shit we discard and don't even think about, that's every day for us. When other people outside of our culture get a hold of it, it's brand new to them.
And they'll revere it.
They're revered.
Like the British invasion. Oh, we love Buddy Guy, and they're great. Yeah, BB King, and how they doing their British accent, but niggas don't even give a shit about any of that.
Hey, R.I.P. to Charles Bradley, man. R.I.P. to Charles Bradley.
No doubt. Yeah. I love Muddy Walters. He's one of my favorites. They'd be on the interview in the BBC. Not us. Nope.
Yeah, I just like how they just take our culture and just try to reinvent it and shit and try to
like cornrows.
Yeah.
And the Isley Brothers. Motherfucking Michael Bolton talking about he never heard of the Isley Brothers.
Oh yeah, I remember that. He said
that's bullshit to the highest degree.
I bet none of y'all will flip any Michael Bolton shit.
Nah, I'll pass.
I don't like that kind of
RTO would.
Oh, RTO flipping Angry Birds and shit now, man.
You gotta get that Kenny G.
That's
gotta be the corniest song ever, man.
That new jazz shit.
I watched the KO. Oh my god.
That's why rock R&B rap niggas too violent.
Like, wow.
That shit is terrible, man.
Hold
up. Yeah. That Catch Me Outside chick.
Oh man, that shit is crazy, man.
She makes Shorty Low look like Rakim.
Wow. Shorty Low.
Bang.
Dang.
Pulling cables.
I mean, she had
I will not make fun of dead people. Anti-gadget memes.
That came to mind.
I'm fucking with you, man. I'm still thinking about that picture, and that man was like, turn that back.
What happened?
He was looking at the people with the plastic surgery.
Where was that at?
It was on here.
Looking like some hot Tupperware on
that. Like that Tupperware Uncle Rico had on Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh shit! Some Corningware.
That's crazy.
That's a place for us all.
Hey, for real. Everybody got their own room too.
Shit.
I ain't going. No, sir.
Right.
Wow. See, I'm gonna fight my way out. Fuck the bullshit.
Man. So
take the boy out, man.
The hell was I talking about?
The world knows.
So how's the I was thinking of doing a when all the challenges slow down a little bit. Thinking about coming out with the Wide Body Disney Challenge.
That's what's up.
Disney movie, huh?
Just in time for Blue. Just in time for Blue when he gets his Renaissance.
Here you go.
Blue, you ready to get a Renaissance?
Oh, that ain't Renaissance.
Yes, sir.
You getting gadgets Renaissance? What?
Shit.
You want mine?
Not for $800.
That's how much you selling it for?
Yeah.
For praise him, man. Me put my shit up on the auction block.
Oh, you got a Renaissance?
Nah. I heard his beat tape.
Oh shit! Damn. See,
Shit, I got a studio. I got a studio right now. I let my homeboy use my Renaissance. I got a studio.
Damn. What are you still moonlighting with the machine?
Man, I've been watching them gay ass MK3 videos, man.
Damn.
Them niggas is slaves, man.
What are they doing? Trap?
Man, they doing trap Jones, man. I'm like, man, the fuck, man? Excuse my language, man. I'm like, man. He like, yeah, I'm really making beats, you know. This what gets me, man, about a lot of them dudes when I be watching YouTube. I've been searching the MK3 videos. Dude's got the MK3, like, yeah, I'm ready to make a sample beat. Soon as he sampled the joint, next thing you know what come next. Them 808 drums. Break them out. I'm like,
hey, but you know what? The trap joint that I posted last night, it's actually the preset. It's actually like one of the
presets, demo joints.
It's like the drums.
Yeah, motherfuckers use. Yeah, they use.
And I was like, let me try my hand this real. Let me see what I can do with this. And I said, you know what? When I'm done with this, I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna see what people think about it.
But you know what? Hurts. I made like 3 trap joints today, man. I was in the studio today, man. My man doing a 24-hour joint. So he's just like, I brought you here for the raw hip hop, and I know you can do anything I need you to do. I need you to do 2 or 3 trap joints. So I did a couple trap joints, but I did trap joints with samples. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And shit was rocking, man. The shit was rocking, you know. Shit was rocking.
From time to time, I like to do stuff that's not what I consider my norm. And that's one of those things.
Like the joint you played the other night.
Digger Hurts.
Yeah, right. That systematic joint.
Hey, Hurts. There's one thing to say, man. OMG, or on point, my brother.
All right, so you good with that?
Hell yeah.
All right.
Hey, Hurts, you been checking Sizzles out?
Who?
On IG, Mr. Sizzles.
You know what? I think I followed him, but I hadn't seen him post in a while.
Man, that nigga is going nuts with. I ain't saying he making the best, beats, but he been going nuts with that MPCX, man.
Shout out to Nate OG 46.
I'm gonna have to say something. I'm gonna have to see something about that.
46 Facebook posts yesterday. Nate OG set a record.
What happened? What happened?
Nate OG posted 46 Facebook posts yesterday.
Man, he must be in there smoking coke or something, man. What the fuck is he doing, man?
That's like that kid, that guy on IG, was it McBride or whatever? He post them like rapid fire.
46 Facebook posts.
What the fuck did Mental say yesterday?
Anybody, if you post more than 10 posts, you need some friends.
Hey, and I almost asked me like, so if I post the Paul joint 20 more times, that mean I need some friends too? But I ain't even say it, man.
I mean, how can you can't even share 10 shits, man? I mean, how do you post 40 something goddamn Facebook posts, man?
Well, I'm saying Nate, man, he be posting videos, but his sound be horrible, man. Like, man, you need like everybody know how to do the interface with the camera thing now, man. There's no way if you ain't gonna go,
wrong.
If
you want them haters he talking about too, though. You want them haters see actually be talking about.
No.
Who are those people?
I mean, hating and giving constructive criticism. Like I've told him his sound needs to get better.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
He's upset again about
county.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, Stacks. I remember a year ago, Nate OG hit me up like I knew him or something. You know, it was like, hey, CX, what's up, man? Can you do me a favor, man? Can you put a beat on my beat tape for me? I said, yeah, no problem. So
don't do that.
He was like, I'm doing.
What the hell?
He said, man, I'm doing a Luther Vandross beat tape. So like, all right. So I did a Luther jump for him, sent it to him. I said, there you go. So, man, this shit hot as shit. So from all that time back then, you ain't upgrade your sound, man. You feel what I'm saying? Like you posting 100 beats a day, and you still sounding like you recording off a goddamn that's 4. That's 4. Come on, man.
I just counted 30, and I'm still counting. At 712. I'm at
30. Buddy.
Hey,
so you're one of them people. Those enemies out there, whoever they are, those haters. Hey,
why, yo, man? I got some. You know, I've been on the health food tip. My mother gave me some B12. The B12 liquid.
Yeah,
I took that shit like shit. I took that shit this morning. I took that shit this morning.
B12 is the shit.
I took that shit this morning. I went to bed last night like 4 o'clock. Got up 8 o'clock, ran basketball. Went to the studio after I ran basketball, and I ain't tired yet.
Damn. B12 is the shit. I used to take the chewable B12.
So what I'm gonna do is
crazy.
I'm gonna take a jab of that shit, and I'm gonna pull it SB on the spot. I'm gonna make 24 hours of bitch.
I'm gonna tell you my secret house food. It's not really a food. Apple juice.
Oh yeah, I like apple juice.
Apple juice would get everything out of your fucking intestines.
That's right.
Yeah. You drink enough apple juice, you had the shits like a motherfucker. That's true.
Well, but you need that shit sometimes.
Clear all that shit out.
You know what's crazy about apples and apple juice? Like the seeds in apple, that shit got arsenic in it.
Damn.
Them seeds. That's what arsenic is made from. Apple seeds.
White people take
it has to be a high concentration of apple seeds.
Yeah.
To get enough to do something. It probably got arsenic, but I would think it's like a small trace amount of it.
Oh yeah, I'm good.
You sound like Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Right.
Oh, Bill Nye, that dude.
Yo, did you see the video of Bill Nye getting on the elevator with the chicks twerking?
Oh my god.
I think so. I think I did see that.
Hey, Artel, get on your job, Artel. We need to see this.
Somebody's playing whoever that is.
Oh my god.
I don't like you, man.
All right, enjoy.
Yeah, exactly.
I kind of like that. Is that Nate OG?
Yeah.
Nah, your shit don't sound like that, man.
Oh, that's just so harsh, man.
It don't, man. I'm serious. Like It don't sound like that.
Who is this at?
It sound muffled.
That was Nate OG's Instagram post.
That's
was it? That wasn't that bad. Okay.
I mean, he stepped his game up from a while back.
It's definitely right.
It's better.
I feel like that way sometimes, but this.
This shit is better than what it used to. It shit is better than what it used to be. He definitely stepped his game up.
Hey, why about
and let me add this: Nate OG was the only person to do the challenge, man, and it didn't take him the whole 30 minutes. He did it in like 17 minutes.
Damn! Wow.
That's cool. Right on.
Man, why when I turn on my Instagram, the first person I see shaking their head and his catch driving. Hey, wide body. I need a big favor.
Let's go.
I seen you the Renaissance for a week. You send me that push for.
All right. Bet.
Yeah.
Damn. I'm serious.
All right.
Why you doing that, wide body? We don't need this man to convert over to push, wide body.
Why body be on the floor, man, in a fetal position, man, without that push?
I don't know why.
Going through withdrawals.
If I get my MPC pack, my motherfucker, the whole path might be collapsed into the whole.
Hey, your MPC pad got sinkholes in them.
He just tore the whole, messed up the metal molding and everything.
You better get that shit in your shirt, CX.
Damn, so better.
Transport buttons be mashed in and everything.
Hey, the motherfucker got no more spring on them. I get done with them motherfuckers. When you cut the machine, when you cut the MPC on, the P missing. Just know that when I got that MK1, that pad was already fucked up. So
I tell you what, if I send you this MPC, if I send you the MPC, I guarantee you gonna get one.
Okay.
Damn.
I guarantee if I send you this push,
you gonna keep it.
Hey, no, that's my man right there. I mean, I fucks with all y'all. Why about my man? Why about my man?
I mean it like, you know, I put you the whole that you like you gonna like what the fuck.
Well, hey, what version of Ableton you got, CX?
Man, you know I got the newest version, man.
No, I was just making sure, you know.
Hey, man, hey, you know what? I'm all for CX getting the push, man.
Hey, look. Since we in the Christmas spirit, anybody got a sample just laying around they want to send me for a week?
I got MV8000 over there.
That's another Nate OG beat.
He got some snappers, man.
He stepped his game up, man.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm
saying. Y'all gonna put all this, man. This secondhand talk about my man Nate OG.
No, that's my man. That he just stepped his game up, man. I don't even hear the hi-hats no more, man.
Oh, you want to reminisce on
fucked up. Ain't that
G?
Yep.
Shout out to Nate
in those jeans, John.
In those jeans, yeah.
Shit, he didn't flip that jump.
Very clever, Nate. Very clever.
Nate done flipped the jump.
Oh, hold on. I gotta address something because I just looked on the damn YouTube chat on my phone. Davenport, man. Hey, fuck you. I wasn't quiet because the Raiders was losing. I was playing 2K. But yeah, they lost, and so what?
Who they lose to?
Redskins. Fucking Redskins.
Salty as shit. God damn.
How y'all lose to them?
Hey,
I don't know. I really don't know. I wasn't even watching the game, but hey,
Derek Thomas had
we do for one. We definitely do for one. So I mean, it is what it is. I ain't tripping. Ain't no big deal.
And man,
while I was quiet though, I was playing 2K.
Derek Thomas had diarrhea. Because you don't do like that to Redskins.
Nina Turner.
Who?
Motherfucker, Kirk Cousins was
Nina
having
Turner.
a jolly good time.
Who's that? She ain't all that in the face, but she got a body out of this world. Boy.
Nina Turner.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you check the Juju Bean out. Where's that shit at? Yeah, burger.
Speaking of 2K, Widebody trying to run that up again.
Right on.
Right on.
Therefore. Right. That's affirmative.
So nobody got a sample laying around. They let me hold for a week.
Right on.
Damn.
I got some work for you though.
We got quiet. Yes, I got cases. I got cases on all y'all niggas.
Quiet.
I got cases on this.
Make that shit a gospel song. We got quiet. Yes, we did.
We got
ain't got a sample. Ain't got shit.
I remember that shit in San Francisco next year.
Hey,
we got quiet.
you ain't trying to do nothing with this SP404.
Hey, at the high part hurts. We got quiet. Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
I guarantee you. If we get the SP4,
walking bass, RTL got that bitch. We got quiet. Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
Yes,
and we supposed to be brothers. Damn.
Won't get a sampler, not today. We got quiet. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Right.
Black man, ladies and gentlemen.
Sorry, nigga.
Oh my goodness, man.
Hey, no, but you ain't. I don't think you would want to try to fuck around and make beats on a 404 though. That's all I got.
I already had a 202. I'm good.
Oh yeah, the 202. Well, the 404 is easier than the 202 though. I mean,
oh shit.
202, you limited as fuck. You already limited with a 404, but 202 extremely limited.
Oh hell yeah,
man! I want a non-biased answer, man. And I
came back off the picky.
If you had a choice between the machine MK3 and the Push 2, which one would you take?
Push 2.
Who, me?
And I'm saying that the Widebody and RTO, because y'all got both of them.
Oh, okay.
I had a choice between what? The MK3 or the
Push 2.
Push 2, definitely.
64 pads, bro.
Yeah, I don't want to get
I mean,
I get a Push 2. I get a Push 2 based on the fact they don't have them YMCA pads on there.
Oh shit!
Actually, they do. Oh my god!
Hey, you know what? Hey, you know what, Blue? I'm gonna tell you something.
They actually do, but
the X got them too.
They all these samples, everything has. You can change the colors. That's just not what color the pads are.
RTO.
You can make it whatever color you want.
RTO. It's just jokes, brother. It's just jokes.
I know it's jokes. I know it's jokes.
God damn, we got a big ass vein going down his neck right now.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something, man. Them lights come in handy. When I was in the studio today, man, and you know, I was playing a beat from the MPC. So I had it with me. And the dude was looking at me. He said, "Man, you played that shit back like that?" Because you know it light up.
Yeah, well, show you your progress.
So dude was like, "Man, you all over the goddamn place with that shit, man. That's what it sounds like." And so them lights help you, Blue.
Yeah, no. How does that? It's just, you know what it is, CX, and it's just a running joke. When the machine first came out, a lot of cats was like, "Yo, why they got these Liberace pads
that's on?" I love it. I come from the ASR, dude.
Hey, man, I know it's Josendal, but he ain't gonna be talking about my fucking YMCA pads like that. Ain't gonna be enough YMCA pads out here, bro.
Hey, Digger, you being a frequent MPC guy, do you really tell the difference when you switch up between, like, say, the 3000 and you go to, like, say, the Push or the Renaissance or the, you know, is there a big difference there with your production, or is it all memory and you don't really use lights?
It's all I use. It's the same approach on every machine. Like it might not be the same workflow, but it's the same approach. Like I approach all beats the same. Like I don't, I don't look at the push to like, okay, I use this because it do this right here or blah blah blah. When I get ready to lay down something, it's the same. Whether I'm using that, whether I'm using
Like, see, for me, like for me, I like fucking with push because mainly 64 pads. The workflow is not necessarily faster than machine. Actually, chopping a machine is damn near faster. It's a few steps less that I have to do in machine in terms of chopping that I have to do with push. But I just having them damn 64 pads is, I love that shit. Like,
them 64 pads make a difference. But I say this,
and like,
chopping on the MPC compared to that machine, it's like night and day. It's like night and day.
Why? Like, what do you mean? Like, is it easier for you get more like night and day? Meaning,
I remember he was saying that you could chop the sample while it's playing. Not like how we do with the auto chop, but with machine you have to record the sample, then chop it. With the MPC, you could just straight up record it and chop it while it's recording.
Right. Yeah. I love the fact that I could take an MP3 wave and drop it in Assembler and just go start cutting and put my surgeon gear on and go to work. And the way I chop a song is I'll throw the whole song in, and then I'll chop in sections, like the beginning. I'll chop me about 16 pads, and I'll go towards the middle of the break of the hook, chop a little section there, and then
that's what we do on it. That's what me and Hurst do on the MPC.
Oh, word, same thing. So right on.
But see, I just like to have my whole thing about having as multiple machines like I used to have is just about just having options. It's like the difference between having a 22 and that's all you got as opposed to having a 22, a 40 cal, a 9.
It's a big difference.
Yeah.
So but like I actually the push 2, man, it was something different for me, like you said, because it's the 64 pads, but like throwing the whole song and then being able to like just trim everything right on the fly, like boom boom. I've actually trimmed quicker on the push 2 than I have when I was using the Renaissance. Now not so because I wasn't used to using the Q links on the Ren when I had, but like now since I got the X, that's all I use now. So I'm actually using the same thing I learned from the push 2 on the Ren now.
Now you a Q link nigga, huh?
Yeah.
What was you using the truck Cacho samples before the Q link then?
The mouse.
Oh damn! Okay, yeah.
Using the mouse.
Yeah, that would take longer.
Yeah, the mouse. Because I just, even when I can recall when I first got my 2500 and I saw those Q links, I'm like, I ain't using this shit because I hardly ever use the slider on any of my MPs too. But
I didn't use the slider. I know you could do it on the 4, but I never used it. I just used a damn rotary knob.
Right, I used to use that on the 4.
Yeah,
what's the slider used for?
Never used it, but like I said, when I got the Renaissance, I just would not use them. But like now, I'm using it more so now because, like I said, the X is in standalone mode all the time. So I'm actually trimming my sample.
You like forced to do it that way,
right? Which is fine because I can touch the screen and do that also. But I'd rather do it with the Q link.
Oh yes. But is it more accurate? Can you get really accurate using the touch screen?
All you have to do is hit the zoom button and just grab the tab in which you're trying to, place them where you're trying to do your start and end points, and it's pretty simple.
The Q links,
using the Q link would be faster. I think the Q links would make it faster.
The Q links is faster because the higher up on the Q links is usually the faster the more
it moves.
The more fluid it is. But the lower you go, it's kind of slow,
They're more precise.
Right.
You can get it. Yeah.
That's why when when I be on the Ren, I'm always using the Q links. Like I use the Q links for everything because
you know, screen up.
when you got the when you're in the program edit view, you know you got a lot of parameters. But the thing that's good about the X is that all the Q links got screens over top of them now.
Yeah, so you know what the hell it is.
Yeah, got OLEDs on it now. So
yeah.
That's why I said
each property of the
mine's
Q
pretty much stays in like standalone mode. Like I hooked it up Friday to the computer just to use it as a sound card so I could play beats and talk while we was on the hangout. But right after that I powered it off, unplugged it, and put it back on the other side of the room in standalone mode.
Wish I had a sampler.
What happened to the 4,000 you saw?
I wish I was
for the rent now.
I wish I was a baller.
What you say? What you say? Why body?
I said ain't no 4,000. So you going for that rent, brother?
Yeah,
I only remember there was a 4,000 that we had saw that was on the cheap.
How much?
Oh, they wanted. I think the IO had to be replaced. So I just
hell no.
Huh?
Hell no. Hell no.
Man, you could have that. Oh, he said the IO. That's not even. The IO ain't nothing. You ain't using that no way. If you could have got it for like 400, that man.
I think it was cheaper than that, right? It was like something, right?
What you talking about, the expander?
Yeah, he's probably talking about the expander on it because if it was just the ins and outs on the outputs and inputs, you could have got one of those joints for like about a bill.
Yeah,
bill 50, bill 70 or something. So you still would have came out on top.
Might been still talking down.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I do, man. I don't pay full. I ain't paying the full price for it.
You ain't gonna pay a lot for that muffler.
Not gonna pay a lot for that muffler.
That's what I was saying, man. It's easier to just go standalone and get you something. That way you won't have to worry about the computer. Just rock out with that.
I mean,
I need a new computer anyway.
If you want to go, man, listen, man. I would myself start out with the computer, then I would have
backtrack
hardware on the side, and you know what I mean. That way, because look, man, there's a lot of opportunities with the computer. And
you can watch Pornhub, make
you can pause the beat,
make beats at the same time.
By the way, we do not download porn; we stream it.
Wait, I have a quick question about Reason 3.0. You can sample on it. You just can't record it. Right?
Who using that?
Yeah, he has Reason. He has a copy of Reason 3.0.
Damn.
Oh.
You recording it, right?
Damn, I got the crack to that, so I don't know the true.
What was your question, Blue?
No, you can record in it, right? Or you can't record in it.
No, man, you can't do nothing like that.
No, you can't.
You better be on some organic panic in that motherfucker.
You had to, in order to sample into that Reason, you would have to sample whatever into like Audacity or whatever to sample it in. Hold up though. You still gotta chop it and recycle. Then put it in fucking Reason.
Dude, all these cats around here got.
But if you since you got 3.0, you can upgrade.
You really give me the
9.5
tutorial.
And that shit is only $130.
Yeah.
What?
Hey, Blue, go and get you a MK1 for about.
Thank you. Talk to him. No reason to go back.
He don't want it. It got YMCA colors. He don't want that.
But you said that you can turn the colors off.
Well, now on the MK1.
Oh,
MK1 is only one color.
No, you can change the colors on the MK1.
No, you can't. Not on the MK1. MK1 is one color. It says orange and blue. That's it. But the MK2, you can change the colors.
That's some gas shit, man. Serious, man. Like I don't know what NI doing, man. You know, I mean that MK1 is like they said, man. The MK1 still is like being used. It's still in the water.
I miss mine.
I still use it. Shit.
Hey, Jay Bishop got the MK1 micro.
I got a micro in here
Still rocking that shit.
You got an MK1 or MK2?
I tried that micro, man. That shit drove me crazy, man. I said, hell no, man.
I can't fuck with the micro. You hitting shift too much. I hate
I
that.
be hitting
That's
that
why I
micro.
don't like the
Bitch,
1000.
you gotta put some rubber underneath that, but that fucking micro just used to leave the table. So I be trying to hit the pad and shit. I'm trying to chase that motherfucker. All right, guys, that's gonna be it. Talk That Stuff number 66 is in the books. It's in the books. Like to thank the chat out there. Cortez, Mom, Dukes, stopping in. Davenport, D-Man Q, Cortez as well, Six the producer. Also, join us next week for Talk That Stuff number 67. Thank everybody for coming through tonight. Big Stacks, Black Man, Davenport, Gigahertz, Blue Pineapples, Anthony Gadget Mims, RTO, and myself. Like I said, let's rock out. We're gonna go. Peace, everybody. Peace on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Peace.
Yeah.
This nigga making all these lavish ass motherfucking soundtracks and shit.
Oh, that's fucking baseline though.
You shouldn't say shit about no goddamn baseline.
Got B12 wearing off.
Good God Almighty. Playing this.
Step into the land of the mob, huh?
Man, that nigga made a soundtrack, man.
That's a mob shit right there, like
that's killer shit right there.
Exactly, that's mob shit, like that shit's sinister as fuck.